Rohana. Preserver. Rohana.
Artanis.
Amon.
I see your doubt, your fear. You were so alone, mewling in the darkness. Let me release you, all of you, from the suffering of this life. The infinite cycle of strife and anguish is at an end.
Your words are little more than poison, Amon. Your actions bring nothing but death.
They bring purpose, an end to a cycle none within had chosen. Your resistance will only bring unneeded suffering.
It has passed, Hierarch. Pain is gone.
Do you see now why you must separate from the Kala? Its light has faded.
I will keep him at bay. I will endure. I have felt his rage, seen his truth.
If you will not sever your connection to the Kala, then you will be contained, kept in stasis.
I will preserve the Kala however I must. If I must endure imprisonment, so be it.
Well, that was in some ways unexpected, and in some ways just what do you expect? She seems a little too proud to me, but maybe she's right. I guess we'll find out some point in the future. Karax, what do you have to say?
Look here, Hierarch. This material self-regenerates. It is no wonder the research of the Terrans claimed it to be from a recent epoch. My projections place it at several billion years old, if not more.
Zeratul's vision said that this keystone can guide us unto hope. What do you think it means?
Yes, guide us. It is a code wanting to be cracked. The keystone seems to be able to manipulate energies, but that may not be its sole purpose. I believe it stores its origin point within.
Its origin point?
Yes, I promise you. I will find out how this will lead us to the Xel'Naga.
Redouble your efforts, Karax. There is little time.
Okay, good start. Let's go check out our Solarite levels. 15 remaining that we picked up from that mission. What I do think we can do is go ahead and reduce some of that. And then pick up this solar lance and experiment with that. Alright, looks good to me. And possibly also increase our starting supply so we don't need as many of the pylons, you know. But we will keep deploy pylon because that has proven useful, not having to worry about keeping a probe alive and with you at all times. Eventually we'll probably trade it out for something like warp-in reinforcements, but that's going to come later. For now, we're going to call that good. On to the War Council. Can't talk to Rohana, or at least she's probably not going to have anything interesting to say.
Robotic assault units can now be added to our army, Hierarch.
Should be useful. Right now we've got 2 to pick from, the Immortal, which we know and love. Barrier and improved barrier, amount of damage absorbed by it increased by 100%, so absorbing 200 damage on that barrier, it looks like. Bonus damage to armored units, and we also have the Annihilator, which looks an awful lot like an Immortal, but it has access to a Shadow Cannon. Heavy damage to enemy ground or air units, and this unit also deals bonus damage to armored units. So basically, has the ability to target down and kill most things in pretty much one shot, which could be useful. This also gives this thing anti-air instead of just its basic ground attack, it looks like. I think I'm going to stick to the Immortal for now, because I'm more familiar with it, but we'll see about experimenting with the Annihilator later on. Maybe once we're not using Stalkers so much, we'll just have to see. To the bridge! And the communicator. What do you have to say, Raynor?
Hey there, your royalness. Man, this is weird. I've never talked to no Protoss before. Hey.
If I have learned one thing from your commander Raynor, it is that we are not so different, Rory Swan. Continue your report.
Right. So, the artifact, the keystone thingy's all yours. We're in the middle of transmitting all our data to your engineer.
You have my thanks. Please relay my appreciation to Commander Raynor.
Hey, you got it, Skippy.
Skippy?
Well, yeah, still plenty of differences between the Protoss and the humans. Let's go somewhere else, see what other units we can pick up. So, both Shakuras and Glacius available. Shakuras is the older one, it's probably where we'll actually end up going, but we can investigate Glacius.
Zeratul, old friend. I have the keystone you believed would lead to our salvation. And yet, faith alone will not defeat Amon. As Hierarch, I was made aware of a location where our Kalai scientists experimented on new weaponry in secret. Within the Glacius facility, the Purifier program has been reborn. We must recover this immensely powerful technology.
And that we will do at some point, but first, time to reconnect with our Dark Templar brothers.
The Nerazim of Shakuras ritually sever their connection to the Kala. Because of this, they are now the last free Protoss. I must reach them before Amon's armies.
Time to get going.
No.
Hierarch, Shakuras is overrun. Loss of life is extensive. Hold. We are receiving a transmission.
Praise the gods. Artanis, you live.
Matriarch Vorazun, what has happened here?
Shakuras has fallen. The warp gate linking this world to Ire has been reopened. Countless hybrid and Zerg pour from the other side. They've obliterated our cities, decimated our Shadow Guard. We are trying to evacuate the remaining population, but I am uncertain whether we can hold long enough to get them safely away.
We will give you the time you need, Matriarch. My Templar are inbound.
Alright, more conversations to be had.
My Dark Templar were tracking your invasion on Ire when we were cut off. Then the warp gate opened. What happened, Artanis?
Amon used the Kala to seize control of the Templar. I could feel his rage tearing through me, and I was powerless against it. Zeratul found me. It was there that he...
Yes?
He tried to free me. And he succeeded, at the cost of his own life. He fell by my hand.
It was Amon's deed, not yours.
Zeratul came to me with a warning, but I did not act. Because of this, he is now gone, and the stars burn dimmer for his loss. Amon's deed or not, I carry a burden, Matriarch. One that cannot be easily lifted.
It's a fair enough point. But unfortunately not much to do about it now. I doubt... Do we have more conversations?
Awaits you, Hierarch.
We do. Rohana has something to say about all this.
All this time, this wretched little world was within striking distance of our fleets.
Much has changed since your era, Preserver.
First you consort with those Terrans, and now the Fallen Ones? It is heresy. You must know this.
The Dark Templar are now our allies.
There was a time when the Protoss were broken. Throughout the aeon of strife, we tore at each other with wanton abandon. Only one path was ever found to end the madness and unify our people. The Kala. The Dark Ones rejected its light. They denied their own race. How can you fight for them?
For one so sworn to preserve our history, Rohana, how can you be so blind to its turn?
I see I have offended you, Hierarch. My apologies. Adapting to this period is difficult.
Maybe you could stop being so racist. Just throwing it out there.
I've been trying to isolate the major population centers in need of evacuation. The Zerg signatures far outnumber those of the Protoss, but most of the survivors seem to have gathered within Talametros.
There must be Nerazine phase-smiths you know among them. Those who stayed behind.
I am not seeing any Protoss life signs from within the engineering base, Hierarch.
Then they have met their fate.
Or perhaps they've fought their way to safety. The Dark Templar do not follow our caste system. Some of their faithsmiths are trained warriors, skilled as any of ours.
That does give them an advantage I had not realized. But then, our people are very different.
Of course, Hierarch.
Interesting little conversation. Let's go fight some Zerg.
The Zerg infestation is overtaking Talametros. Our evacuation is already in great peril. Your aid cannot come soon enough, Hierarch.
Well, then we will get to it. Roaches and Hydralisks, it looks like this time. I think we'll be able to stick with our usual loadout acceptably, although perhaps we will... I'm not seeing Zerglings on this list in particular. So we're going to go with an experiment, head over to the War Council, and very, very quickly just mix it up a little bit.
The Shadow Guard waits.
Go ahead and bring some Centurions along instead of Zealots this time with their Dark Coil and their Shadow Charges. Maybe it'll be a... Maybe it'll just be an interesting little mix-up. So we're going to try it out. I wonder if they cost differently from a Zealot. That's something I hadn't considered. I hope not. Guess we're going to find out.
Shakuras teams with Amon's Zerg broods. We hold only the southwest quadrant of Talametros, and even that is in peril. We must evacuate our people, but the launch bays have been defiled with infestation. Only ground forces can clear them. Once the bays are free, the planetary warp conduit will allow our ships to escape safely.
The launch bays will be cleared. Your people will survive, Matriarch. This I swear.
Probes, probes, probes. Immediately, just all the probes, like every single other mission. And we will start ground weapons, because those can be useful.
You will need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle. They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal.
Yes, they can. That is exactly what we are going to do with them for right now. Just keep moving forward. Got to make sure we actually hotkey this Nexus appropriately, and of course, get these warp gates online. And that should do that. Keep moving forward. Got creep to clear through, guys. Let's get to it. Oh no.
Artanis, I'm detecting a rift opening near your position. Avoid Thrasher.
What in the world is that?
By the gods, it's sieging the warp conduit.
Warriors, we must slay it before it destroys the conduit. Strike as one, Templar.
At least we're already vaguely in the area, right? We just gotta get down there and get it done.
These vaults hold the solarite reserves that power Talametros. You may claim them with our blessing, Hierarch.
Make sure we stay spread out just in case things start going all weird. We do need to kind of pay attention to it. It looks like thing is going to use area of effect attacks and such. We could have experimented with the Solar Lance, but that doesn't seem necessary with these Dark Templar. They seem to be getting the job done okay. Could use more Dark Templar, but we're going to need gas first.
But it will be for naught if the launch bays remain infested.
Working on it. Just let me do my thing. I will get to it. Let's see. Recover Solarite reserves is an extra goal. Not sure where those are exactly, but no, we'll figure it out. Man, see, we can't even one-shot the creep tumors just yet. That's why we gotta upgrade our weapons. Oh, look, we found some gas.
Indeed. Completing bonus objectives will allow me to improve
Oh, that's a
sphere
reserve.
balloon's power.
All right.
There are 2 vaults left in the city.
Someday we're gonna run into detection, and it's just gonna be the worst thing ever, quite literally. Why don't I back off for just a moment here? We will make an effort to get that pylon down. And we can't quite... There we go. Warp in some Dark Templar. Make sure we've got plenty of gas coming in. That's going to be important. Just if we want to primarily focus on Templar for now. They do not have the ability to turn into anything crazy like Dark Archons just yet. But that's potentially okay. We will just have to pay attention to things. Trying to bring these spine crawlers and such back. Having none of that. Get out of here.
Be careful. The spore crawlers and overseers ahead can detect our Dark Templars' movements.
Okay.
Slay them first.
We will need to watch out for that, unfortunately.
Shore up our defenses. The Zerg are moving to attack our nexus point.
Alright, we'll do something about it. Just give me a minute, we'll be there. It's gonna be okay. Let's go ahead and get some more Dark Templar warped in. And we can do some Zealots too, sure, why not? Definitely need more gas, need more probes, all that good stuff. Okay. Our little pylon, unfortunately, is probably going to get killed off, but oh well. And we are going to need Stalkers. Pretty quickly, I think. Is this the group that's coming at us, or is it a different one? I'm honestly not too sure. This Dark Templar is going to take a little side journey. At least this is Centurion can hopefully keep itself alive a little bit with its stun plus stealth. But we will need to focus on Stalkers, I think, rather than Centurions for now, just to have that... what is the word I am going for here? Air attack? That's what I'm aiming for, I think. Air attack. That would be the word. Yeah, stun that Zergling. Alright, Templar, keep moving. I'm going to try and have the Templar be their own selection, and Stalkers be a different one. Separate from it. Let's pick off these spine crawlers. I'm wondering how many we're going to need to actually kill off that Overseer swiftly, because that's going to be a very important detail. Checkpoint reached. Let's see. Let's warp in another pylon here.
The conduit is under assault.
Is it? Oh, great. It's way up there, too. Things are already getting a little interesting. Why don't you guys back up? Let's grab a probe. Come up here for me. I just want you to set up a couple cannons to hold the line. Kill the crawler. Kill the spore crawler. Get it out of here. Okay, it's dead. That took way longer than we were hoping for. Oh, get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. He's okay. He's okay. Everybody kill this thing. Can't be taking all this damage for no reason. Nidus worm. What is the Nidus worm going to bring in? Let's get that dead first. Make sure it can't bring in anything too scary up here. Move, 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 move. Nexus, give me more things.
The Thrasher has been eliminated.
All right, Templar, go nuts.
This would be an opportune moment to clear the launch bays.
You know, Artanis, some of us can have these reasonable thoughts too. I'm just throwing it out there. Like, I can figure out that maybe when things aren't causing problems, we can solve other problems. It is an interesting observation that he provides us. Just throwing it out there. Cannons seem to be doing all right. Help them out just a little bit. Could use some more stalkers. We are probably going to need just a couple more gates since we're going to be reliant on those for making units. That should be all the probes we actually need. Where's that little probe? Make sure he's routed back where he needs to go. We do have access to Solar Lance if we require it. Why don't we also just go ahead and get up a little shield battery back here. Make sure that keep everything healed up enough to stay effective. Alright, you are my secondary group. Dark Templar are my primary group. We will need to keep attentive to everything that's going on. Why don't the Templar go and clear off that for me? Gateways can keep stalkers rolling in. There you go. Get a few more pylons up. I don't want to hear about not enough minerals nonsense. Get another pylon down up there. And what we're particularly interested in is just the ability to pick off that
Major
Overseer.
Horizon, the first launch bay has been cleared. Continue evacuating.
I don't know if this is quite enough to actually get this job done effectively. Unfortunately, we are just going to run away for the time being. Until we have a few more stalkers coming in. Those warp gates should be available at this point. There you go. Okay. We're making progress. Dark Templar can come down this way. We just got to be careful not to lose them. Because that would be pretty much game ending if we actually lost too many Dark Templar. Got all the gas we could actually use. That's not what I wanted to do. Come on, stalkers. Get them to follow you. Do a little bit of blink microing. Just a little bit. Don't need to get too crazy with it. Oh no, I'm losing Dark Templar for no reason. This is what I'm talking about. There's a Spore Crawler there. I didn't check for it first. I got most of my Templar killed. Now let's start fixing that. Just have 4 for now. Should be enough. We need more Stalkers to be able to pick off that Overseer and then let the Templar go nuts in this area. Alright, here we go.
Another Thrasher has appeared.
Oh, I do not want to hear that right now. Pick that thing off so come on. That double click. Totally unnecessary. Is there a Spore Crawler in the way? I do not see it, so we are just going to send the Templar in. I do see the Overseer, though. We might be a little too slow to this. Just having some problems, unfortunately. I think we can stick them maybe to this side. And nope. It's there. I see it. It's causing problems. It's being a pest. We really should not have lost that Dark Templar the way we did. Gotta keep warping in stuff everywhere. Dark Templar, how are you doing? You guys are kind of okay-ish. Why don't you just start picking off everything you need to stay alive in this area. Not get hemmed in by Zerglings, please. Okay, you guys are alright. That thing's getting more ridiculous with its attacks, though. Alright, go. You, go pick that off, since I know they're going to cause problems. Hopefully you can stay alive in there. Yeah. You know what? I'm working on it. I really am. Templar are dying. Oh yeah, all the Templar are dead now. That's fantastic. Why don't we just sacrifice the Stalkers next time? That would have been a bit more reasonable, I think. Focus the spine. Oh good, and our base is getting overrun during all of this. This one's not going so well. Just saying. It's, less than ideal. That's what I'm going to go with. Oh, it'll just paint all those at once. That's interesting. Well, we lost a gateway for no reason. We're very low on Templar. Let's pick off this thing. And then back up. Keep fighting. We do have more Templar, who should be safe now. Get them forward. Warp in more back here. Get another gateway online, please. And then we'll get some cannons to actually hold that line in the future. So maybe we'll be alright. Unfortunately, not really taking the time to worry about the Niduses just yet, because all these other problems going on. There you go, that's one down. And we lost a lot of Stalkers and all that too, for basically no reason, but at least we're alive. So it could be worse. Alright. You guys are my 5 again. Let's go ahead and upgrade armor like we should have done some time ago. You guys catch up to the other Templar, please. You guys finish off that and kill off this worker. An advantage of getting this done is we do have more room, once again, for resources. So that is definitely something we're going to have to consider. We do one-shot creep down. That's nice. And I'm not seeing any detection over there, so hopefully that's not going to be a problem. We are just going to bring Stalkers forward to keep getting the work done, and especially picking off things like these Mutalisks. Now, speaking of resources, we really should do a bit better job about that.
Well done. Half of the bays are launching evacuation ships.
Gateway. Cannons, just to be safe. And then both of you head up that direction. We'll figure it out from there.
Another Void Thrasher against us. Slay it before the conduit falls.
Fine, I'm working on it. Yeah. We have a probe in there somewhere, apparently. I don't even know where he is. There he is. Get him out of there. There is a spine crawler in the way we're going to have to deal with. Going to have the stalkers come back this direction. Hopefully they don't get too aggressive from here. This does not feel good. I thought we got all the gates correct. There we go. Make sure we've got you transformed. Get that spine crawler dead. Alright. We lost way more Templar in that than I expected us to. That's unfortunate. But at least it's dealt with and we can keep pressing forward. Hopefully there's not more detection in there. That Ultra is coming for us. We have some defending to do. Get out of here. Done with all that nonsense. I should use that tool more to be clearing out detection probably when it's on the ground. Would have been useful. Alright, why don't you guys actually get up here and get this thing killed off, please. I'm not seeing any more detection. Get a few more Templar in. Make sure they... Oh, there's the detection. There's the detection. Run away from the detection. You guys are just getting in there. I don't even care at this point. Get it dealt with. Please, no Templar. No, 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 no. I had you run away for a reason. Alright, run away. Run away, everybody who can be seen. Come on, let's get going. Get this Nexus down. No, come on, work with me. Get a pylon or two down. And get that geyser down. Oh, Templar, there are so few of you left once again. And very few stalkers left. Fantastic. This one's hard.
Another Thrasher felled. Is there no end to these abominations?
Apparently not, is what I'm going to go with. Apparently not. Why don't you two go ahead and get started for me? You can actually go ahead and get some cannons online. And we're out of minerals. Fantastic. Obviously not the appropriate word, but whatever. It's what we're going with right now, because it's a lot better than the other words that are available to us at the moment. Why don't you guys deal with this thing? Kill off that spine. I do want one more gateway down. Get up there. Gonna need more workers. Is the Chrono still on the Nexus? It is. We never moved that. That's okay for the time being. Gateway online. That gives us 8 gates total. Hopefully that'll be enough without too many problems. Yeah, it's not what I wanted. There we go. Get that converted. Templar are still running wild. I think we do have a few more, at least. One more, it seems, to put in there. Let's get many more Templar made. Have them move forward. Where are these stalkers? Maybe we can do something with them as well, as long as the Templar aren't running into detection. Oh yeah, pick that off. Get that out of here. Done with all its nonsense. Oh great, there's another one. At least that's what I'm assuming that ping is.
Another Void Thrasher has been summoned. This one is in the heart of the city.
Yeah, I see that. I'm really working on it, trust me. It's just, you know, kind of getting a little frustrating trying to dive in there consistently. Ah, man. Okay. Lots of detection in there. It looks, at least the Overseer. I don't think we can hit that with the beam we have available. These guys are actually just going to have to move forward. That's not the direction we need to be going. Can we get through there? Not easily. Why don't the Stalkers come back to defend? At least... Oh, great. They're just running right through. Nope. Whatever. Let's go, Templar. There's aerial detection there, but I don't see any other options right now. Maybe we can hit it with this beam. We're just going to have to experiment. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Get these dead, get these dead, get these dead. That's one down. We need 2. Okay, 2 down. Only lost 1 Templar. That's not the end of the world. Time to keep pressing forward. Where is that thing? Where is that thing? Turns out we have to go around this way. Fantastic. Oh, great. There's more of them. Yeah. I don't even know how many hit points those have, actually. The Overseer absolutely has to die, but I think it should die from just 1 shot, unless armor is going to count in. Okay, the Overseer is dead. Unfortunately, the spores are not, and there's a lot of them in here. We needed 2 shots on the spores, 1 on the Overseer, I think. That is not what we did. And we ran out of Templar again. We had more time. Probably should have been more patient, honestly. And yes, we are out of gas. Fantastic. Well, on that note, let's make sure we've got plenty of probes going. Make sure that all of the gas is full. Make sure all of these are warp gates. Are fully upgraded at the forge. Yep, getting as much gas as we possibly can. Could wait just for enough solar charge to get another lance down, but I'm worried about how far the conduit's going to fall by then. And we also need to, like, peek back in here at some point. Ugh, it's just a mess everywhere, quite frankly. These guys are going to go up this direction. There's the rest of our Templar. That would have helped out quite a bit earlier.
The warp conduit has lost half of its durability. The Void Thrasher must be dealt with soon.
I am working on it, I promise. Like, seriously, we just got to be a little more patient, honestly. I feel like we were rushing. We were rushing a bit. We can't be rushing these things. Oh, that works. Pin it there. Sure, who cares? All right, what we're going to do with the rest of these is just warp in a ton of zealot, not zealots. And all these things are going to get up here and deal with this secondary objective. What is happening to these Templar back here? Why is this Overseer causing problems that wasn't there before? I didn't tell them to go over there. I told them to get over here. Come on. Oh, great. Well, we have enough of the solar lance again. And I think we can get in position and knock down both those crawlers. Okay, there we go. See it there. I know there's another crawler in there somewhere. I just don't remember exactly where it is. I guess we'll just take a couple shots and hope we hit it right. We did. Not quite enough to finish it, unfortunately. There, now it's dead. Hopefully that's all the detection. Kill off the Void Thrasher, please. No, that wasn't all the detection. There's an Overseer in there again. Where did that second Overseer come from? Ah! This is very frustrating. Okay, we've got to watch these guys carefully to skirt around that Overseer the whole time, since that was apparently pathing through. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're okay for now. That Nidus is coming in, but not much to do about that. No, get on the stupid Void Thresher, please. Void Thrasher, whatever. No. That's the Overseer. Didn't even see it coming because I was too busy trying to get my units to do anything competent. That's what I get. Yes, I do. That I definitely do. We're just going to need that lance again at this rate. We did get another secondary objective finished up, so that's fortunate. We are collecting gas here and there. Also a good thing. We're going to go around this way, run into that gas long term. Alright, you guys are my main Templar group. This one is not nice. Of course, I never do well with detection, personally. The rest of you may not have this problem. I never do well with these detection missions. They are just not my jam. I don't really know why. It's just the way it is for me. Alright, Solar Lance time. I am so done with this nonsense. Take whatever shot's necessary to kill that off, and then fire a shot there. No more detection, no more nonsense, no more ridiculousness.
Amon's thrashers are no match for the Templar.
Alright, I really would like to find that other secondary objective right now. You guys all group up, come this way. I can check up that direction. It's not pointing out where the Solarite reserves are, which is fine. Just, you know, vaguely annoying more than anything else. Oh, there's a Baneling in there. That's interesting. Guys, get over there. This group come this direction. We are just walking up into whatever happens to be here, quite frankly. Alright, good progress, good progress. Dark Templar, you guys are going to have to kill off that spore if you want to get anything done in that area, which I would really appreciate it if you did get stuff done in that area. Hopefully that spore was the only detection.
Purge the infestation. Only one launch bay remains disabled.
Oops, didn't necessarily mean to do that before I'd found all the solarite, just in case, because I don't want to clear things out before I've got it. Hopefully it's just back in this corner down here that we've located with any luck. You never know, though. There's no way to know. We do got some detection up there, so let's get that knocked down. And then this entire group will just roam as a group for the rest of this mission. I feel like this was not as difficult as we made it, but we managed to keep things interesting, that's for sure. Good. Let's go finish things up.
We're recovering the last solarite reserve now. The solar core should be augmented by the time our forces return, Hierarch.
Alright, let's get out of here. Get all this cleaned up. That queen. Annoying. Ooh. Thankfully not much more to do this mission with any luck. We could just drop a pylon once again to reinforce just in case. But if the mission ends when the objectives are done, then the mission is basically over.
The launch bays have been reclaimed. Matriarch, you may complete the evacuation.
You have saved my people, Artanis, and they will never forget it.
That was not clean or pretty. We did not succeed in any of the achievements. So we just screwed that one up pretty bad. Not my sort of mission for the most part, but it was an interesting one. I just, suck at it. That's all. Oh well. Maybe the next one, right? And on that note, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.